LPT, when wearing a tie on a windy day, slip a coin down the inside of the hem to keep the tie from blowing around. LPT, when giving advice, use the phrase, perhaps, in replacement of, I think, so it comes off more as a suggestion and not an opinion. It will be more likely to be heard and taken into consideration. LPT, if you start a 30-day free trial for a service you don't intend to pay for later, don't wait. Cancel the trial as soon as you've set it up. If you leave it till later, trust me, you will forget it. 90% of services that offer free trials also allows you to cancel any time and still keep the service up until the end of the trial per month. This might just seem like common sense, but the amount of people I've heard complain about having to pay for something cause they forgot about the end of the free trial is honestly insane. Haven't had the displeasure of experiencing it myself yet, but I've seen a lot of people saying that some services won't let you cancel any time and still keep the trial until the 30 days is up. So I guess just remember to read the fine print to see whether it's cancel anytime or not. LPT, when studying a subject, pretend that you'll have to teach the material you're studying. LPT, learn to tell yourself, sorry, I can't afford it, and you can save yourself from impulsively buying expensive stuff. LPT, when you argue with your partner in a relationship, don't try to win the argument or prove you're right. Listen first and try to get to a middle ground. When I met my husband, I used to do this. Win the argument, be right, he's wrong. I guess it's how it was done in my house. He taught me to listen and always try to compromise, get to a middle ground. We've been together for 17 years and we rarely fight or even raise our voices. We're now very good at reaching an agreement. It changed my life and it's the best advice I can offer. Obviously there will be times when it's about being wrong or right, yes. But in my experience it's a tiny part of our arguments. Also, it's not about your intention. Maybe you didn't intend to make him, her feel bad but you did. Always listen to how they felt because their feelings are valid. LPT, if someone is coming over to your house, turn down the music or TV. People find it easier to ask you to turn something up than ask you to turn down in your environment. If it's too loud, guests try to adapt to it, and ends up with everyone talking louder. It's less awkward to ask for background to be turned up than it is to ask someone to turn down it in their own environment. LPT, one of the first things you should do after you get in a car accident is snap a picture of the other person's license plate. Get it ASAP in case they attempt to hit and run or to flee the scene. LPT, parents, keep a document called Child's Wedding Speech. I realized while sitting at a friend's wedding that at some point I may have to give a father of the bride speech. I started a document and regularly jot down potentially significant life events, funny stories, and other anecdotes that may come in handy if I am called upon to write that speech. It might be all for naught, but better to have and not need, than need and not have. LPT, if you like spicy food in any capacity or at all, you should be the last person anybody consults about something not being spicy if they don't eat spicy food. I'm a bad Latino. I don't actually enjoy spicy food. I will have it if I absolutely have to. It's literally the only thing to eat. It would be impolite to turn down, etc. I have kept up with a Mexican. But overall I absolutely do not like spicy food. Heck, I even find butter chicken too spicy. I have lost count of the amount of people over the years that claim some food or another is not spicy, or just a bit, it's not bad, or some variation thereof only for it to end up being spicy anyway. If you like spicy at all, your judgment is skewed and your level of spice tolerance is most definitely biased, so you saying something is not spicy does not mean jack when talking to someone who doesn't like spicy food. Yet everyone thinks they are that one special person who can tell others if something is not spicy or not very spicy. So please, never try to give advice to someone who doesn't eat spicy food regarding something being only mild spicy. #edit, because apparently I wrote this while still being frustrated since I was fresh off the following exchange and what I wrote seems to be giving the wrong impression. Today's example and what prompted me posting this: my dad bought frozen, spicy chicken pizza. I told him thanks but no thanks, I won't be having any because I do not like spicy. He proceeds to try and convince me it is not spicy at all and I should have it. Proceeds to try and guilt trip me about how he can't eat it all by himself among other things. Nowhere in that exchange is it me asking him if it is spicy. It's being shoved in my face, and despite me mentioning how other people always say that something isn't spicy, and it always ends up being spicy. He proceeds to still insist no, this time is somehow different than every other time. People have claimed something like that. That it's not spicy. People who like spicy seem to take it as a personal affront when I say I don't like spicy and get pushy about me trying whatever the food in question is, regardless of me already saying no multiple times. Not just my dad, that's just today's example, every single person that has even tried offering me spicy food. My complaint has more to do with people not just accepting me saying I don't like spicy food and leaving it at that, and always trying to be the one exception that will convert me to eating their spicy food.